your company is getting negative press. Now you got CNN, constant negative news, right? So you notice that you never tune in to CNN and they're sharing how Officer O'Leary, saved a cat in Chicago. You notice how you never hear those stories, right? Or a butterfly garden is a hit this weekend. No, you hear about racism, sexism. You hear about scandals. You hear about people ripping people off. You hear all negative stuff. It's all nasty. It's all negative. And people, they listen to the radio on the way to work and they wonder why they have a bad day. It's because they're hearing this negativity. I mean, how can you not be negative when you're hearing about all the senseless violence and the different politicians' agendas and all this stuff? It's just terrible. It's not good. And so I want to make you very, very aware of something. And it has something to do with success in a company and success in you personally. If you start getting negative press from the media, if you start getting negative publicity, if you start having people go online and talk crap about you, congratulations. Congratulations, because you've made it to a level of success that makes it worth talking about. Now, you need to understand two things. Number one, there is no successful company that doesn't have online negativity, that has never had bad press. Doesn't exist. Does not exist. And I don't test me on this theory. Search your favorite charity. Guarantee you there's some press out there somewhere that ran something negative about them. Google your favorite guru. Google your favorite anything. School, charity, hospital. Google your favorite anything. And you will find negativity unless the only exception is not, was it ethical? Was it moral? Was it good? Those aren't exceptions. The only exception is if it's so small that no one is aware of it. Okay? So if you're in a startup company and you're just getting started, guess what? You probably got a ways before you have negative press because you're too small for people to notice. When you expand, people have to take shots at you. They have to. I've had shots taken at me for sure. I've seen some of my favorite things in the world get shot at. And so ethic, morality, good of value, great product, great service are never exemptors of negative press, negative publicity. Ever. 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 You need to understand that. Second thing, if you are so easily swayed from your vision and your mission that negative online reviews or negative press or negative publicity has you wanting to quit, I don't know the success is for you. You have to understand that when you step outside the norm, and success is outside the norm, most of the people that you know, unless you're a very special case, unless you've been at this game for many years, most of the people you know, would you classify them as successful? Do they go to a job that they love? Do they have time freedom, financial freedom? Do they travel wherever they go, right? Or do they travel wherever they go? Of course they travel. Do they travel wherever they want, whenever they want, with whoever they want? Do they get the best box seats at all the sports games, right? Do they go crazy on Valentine's Day and anniversaries and rent yachts and helicopters and jets and all that crap, right? So probably not. So most of the people you know, you may not consider successful. When you step out of the norm, when you want to play big, you are going to be criticized. You are going to be. I had people make fun of me to my face. I had people talk behind my back. I remember I used to speak for this real estate association. And, I spoke for them for probably maybe 2 years, something like that. So I was the speaker for this organization. And they were going a little bit different direction than I wanted to go. So I told them, I'm like, hey guys, I appreciate it, but I'm gonna go a different direction. And at the time of me leaving, they owed me money. And I said, you know what? I hate to spring this on you, but just keep the money. I wish you guys well. I'm going to run my own stuff, but I'll never conflict with you. That's what I said. For the next 3, 4, 5 years, they talk crap about me almost every meeting. They sent emails bashing me. And this was a local group here in Southwest Florida. And so, in fact, I had someone tell me like 6 months ago. I mean, we're talking, at this point, we're now talking 12 years ago, right? That's crazy. I heard someone 6 months ago, someone said, hey man, yeah, they were talking bad about you. It's been 12 years, right? Get over it. We weren't dating or anything, right? I was just a speaker for you. And so you can't have success without criticism. You can't. And if you so easily crumble like a cracker when someone is negative or cynical or skeptical or criticizes what you're doing, you need to really do a checkup from the neck up of, do you really want success? Because you can't have one without the other. You can't go out and make it happen. Every person who has done something big, every person who's made lots of money, every person who has impacted lots of lives has haters, has criticizers, has people that say, and the analogy that I've heard that I really, really like is, someone out there is like, man, did you see Jesus walked on water? Yeah, he probably can't swim. Pfft, that's why. Can't even swim, right? Everyone has haters if you do anything worth mentioning. If you live a life of any impact, you are going to be criticized. You're going to be hated on. You're going to have people be jealous of you, and they turn that jealousy and they twist it into you being, somehow ethically, morally inferior to them. Yeah. That's a real popular one. People say, yeah, they're only out there to make money, and not me. I'm just out to help people, right? If you go out and make lots of money, if you go out and impact lots of lives, if you go out and provide value to the marketplace, if you invent anything, if you do anything that's outside the norm and it creates success for you or even lots of other people, you're going to be criticized. You're going to be hated on. I don't comprehend anybody thinking that they're just going to waltz through and I'm going to be $1 million earner and everyone's going to love me, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You'll give money to a charity and someone will say, yeah, that's all he could give. Right? Doesn't matter. You're going to be criticized. And so is a company. So any company that's done anything worth mentioning is going to be criticized. It's going to get negative publicity. It's going to have bad press. It's going to have someone that wants to bring it down. Because there's so many people out there, pay close attention to this. There's so many people out there that have deemed it easier to pull people down than to lift others up. Okay? There's so many people out there. Is it easy nowadays to take just shots at anybody, right? Just take shots. There's people that don't contribute anything to society except criticism. And to me, that's not a contribution. It's not a contribution. So understand, if you are in a company that has received bad publicity, bad press, congrats. You got your first level of success. There will be more coming, but you need to focus on who does love the products, who does love the service, who does love the team, who does love the culture, the community, the leadership, etc. If you're oh man, I can only do this if there's no criticism, then you ain't going to do it. You won't create success without criticism. You won't do it. And you just need to understand. Now, it's okay. It's okay. You can choose and say, hey, you know what? I'm not playing this game because I run the risk of being criticized. I'm not going to be successful because I don't want to be criticized. I don't want someone to talk bads about me. I don't want to get negatives. I don't want to get negs on online reviewsies, right? You can take that stand and step out of the game and go back to normal and, doing whatever normal people do. I'm not sure what that is, but you can't have one without the other. You can't do it. So man up. Man up and say, focus on the people that do love the product, that do love the service, that do love the opportunity, the culture, the team, the training, the leadership, what you represent as a mission, how you're impacting the world, the benefits of your product or service opportunity. Focus on those that are looking to get help with their problems. Don't look to appease the criticizers, because guess what? They're just going to criticize more. They'll criticize you, rebutting them. And so if you're, another suggestion for you, don't get defensive online. Don't do it. All that time that you go on, in online chats and you want to, scrap it out with people that are negative about your deal is time spent away from people that are looking for your thing. They're looking for your thing. While you're scrapping it out with someone who's convinced on not understanding. See, you're trying to convince people that are convinced to never understand. So the more of that you do, you combat over here and you say, no, 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 it's not a pyramid, right? Right? The more of that crap you do, the more people you miss that are like, man, I sure wish someone would help me with my, help me have prettier hair, have creamier skin, more glittery hair, fairy hair, dewy look, right? All those people that are looking for help with their problems are like, man, I sure wish someone was around here to help me out. But no, you're over there fighting in the online reviews and saying, no, it's really good. And they're like, no, it's not. Stop wasting your time. Stop defending yourself online and focus on who is it that's looking for the solutions to their problems, who's open to your opportunity, who is it that has issues that you can help with, your product, service, or opportunity. So that's my message to you. You may want to share this around if you feel that it's helpful. There are would-be millionaires. Pay really close attention. There are would-be millionaires that if they don't hear this message, they're going to quit. They're going to quit your team because they're going to baby bear themselves out of the industry. They're going to crumble like a cracker because someone spoke ill of your deal. And guess what? They'll never achieve success because if you don't understand that they go hand in hand. They go hand in hand. I mean, there are people that bash Mother Teresa. There are people that bash Gandhi, right? They're bashers of anyone who's ever done anything worth mentioning. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you live a life of significance, of impact, if your company is doing something of significance and impact, you're going to be criticized. You're going to have people bring you down. You're going to have people talk bad about you. You need to get over it. So if you're an entrepreneur, you need to put on your big girl pants, your big boy pants, and man up. You need to man up and say, hey, we're getting some criticism. Hey, we're finally on their radar. It's about time. Congratulations. It's your first level of success. And so there you go, my friends. I hope this was helpful to you. There's a lot of very talented people that I see that are baby bearing their way out of the profession because they don't understand this. Tag them. Feel free to share this in your team, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.